Assume I told you that the most engaging partygoer at your recent soiree, the one with the jokes and making friends with everybody in attendance, is probably one of the most timid individuals in the room. It's not an illusion game. Groundbreaking new research out of Wellesley College is totally turning our entire understanding of introverts on its head. And it's a whole lot more interesting than the tired old image of the clumsy, fumble-footed person slumped in the corner. Your mind's going to be rewired in a few minutes. Now it gets interesting. All this group of people called social introverts who love parties, thrive in social settings, and can work a party like experienced politicians. But, and here's the catch, they're running on borrowed time. Think about them as emotional smartphones with notoriously short battery life. They can keep several social apps open simultaneously, be extremely interactive with others, and even enjoy doing it, but know precisely when they've reduced themselves to that vital 20% and need to release a burst in a hurry. The world perceives this as inconsistency or worse, dishonesty, when it's merely brilliant emotional resource management. Now hold on to your seat for this. Believing introverts aren't spacey or distant. Far from it. They're working on a different mental wavelength altogether. Recent MRI brain scans reveal something amazing about their brains. Whereas most brains slow down when resting, thinking introverts' brains are flashing like Christmas trees, processing and generating in ways no outside observer can measure. Their internal geography is so dense and intricate that to explain it in normal words is like explaining a symphony to a person who has no idea that music is being played. They're not trying to be disconnected. It's that the act of translation is utterly draining. But that's where popular psychology starts getting perilously confused. Anxious introverts are not just affectionate about solitude. Appallingly, they need it. Where social introverts require parties in small quantities, worried introverts have social encounters such as crime scenes, breaking down each interaction afterwards with forensic detail. Did I dominate that conversation? Was my joke awful? What did that look indicate? This isn't neurosis. It's hypervigilance from genuine social saturation. Where the difference lies is where you learn to recognize when regular processing turns into anxiety that interferes with everyday living, where you may require professional intervention. Most misunderstood are perhaps restrained introverts, individuals who get labeled as inflexible or boring when they're actually craving depth over breadth. They don't dislike spontaneity. Their minds literally take longer to process in order to make a change, much like older computers that need to completely close out one program before it can open another. Their whole philosophy reflects this. Whereas extroverts may explode out of bed and into the day, coached introverts need what experts refer to as soft starts. Soft beginnings that respect their internal processing speed. It's not weakness. It's an entirely different operating system. Here's your take-home pragmatism. If none of these four precisely describes you, you could be an ambivert, something that rests comfortably along the continuum depending on context, energy, and life stage. The real revolution is not labeling yourself. It is knowing that introversion is a high-level strategy for a high-level world, and not a deficiency to be remediated. The next time you get asked whether you're an extrovert or an introvert, you can smile and reply, "It's complicated," and truly mean it in the most freeing sense of the word. So I now want to ask you my question. Now that you know this, what parts of your personality have you been trying to change rather than understand?